Before the pool, you need to pre-assign positions for two important mechanics. One is the diamond floor panel Queen's Waltz, and the other is during library phase, when books will drop on each player within their respective panel. You need melee and a tank on the east, ranged on the west. Now let's talk about Queen's Waltz. She uses this ability throughout the fight, and its function changes based on the floor tile that she's standing on. Diamond tiles will shoot line AoEs that must not be overlapped. Grassy or thorny tiles will put tethers on the tanks and healers to the DPS. DPS go south, tanks and healers go north. Rocky floor tiles causes Queen's Waltz to shoot rocks up from all but the blue rock tiles, just like in normal mode. And finally, books on the floor tiles under the boss will cause Queen's Waltz to drop massive books on all players within their respective floor tiles. That's why you must spread out one tile per player. It's critical that you understand how the floor tiles affect Queen's Waltz, because during the last phase, all of the floor tiles are available for her to jump to and use it. The next major mechanic is called Minjack. It'll put a debuff on your bar with an arrow. When the countdown finishes, your character will be forced to run in that direction. To handle this, point your character and your camera the same way, and then make sure the arrow is pointing where you want to run. During the last phase, this mechanic is paired with adds, who will be tethered to 4 players. You must set yourself up to run your tether to the farthest diagonal corner of the inner quad tiles. Next we'll talk about the adds. The first add is called White Flame, and it will use White Wind in a massive circular AoE. You must tank the White Flame away from the boss, or else it will heal her. Also, all of the adds in this fight hit like a truck, so use your cooldowns appropriately. The second add is a dragon that spawns during the rock tiles. Pull the dragon onto the boss, pop some strong cooldowns, and maybe even a reprisal because the boss uses Queen's Waltz, and even though the blue squares are safe from the rocks, this Queen's Waltz will still do damage. Bait the boss's ribbit away from the party, and then kill the dragon while the party avoids its conal breath attack. Shortly after the dragon dies, look for the dark token placement. This will put adds around the room, and each one will charge forward. Find the blue square that will not be charged by an add and stand on it. The third add is named a panda, and he also hits like a truck, but we'll talk about him when we go over the library phase specifically. The final adds are a giant group in the last phase. Pull them all together, pop strong cooldowns, and use caster limit break. The main boss will be spamming AoE damage the entire time, so you need these adds to die quickly. Okay, the library phase. This starts with a book drop, so everyone get to your panel positions, and once the book drops, rush mid for heals and to stack to avoid the pig transformation. She'll spawn a panda on the far east side. You must still stay in your panel positions because another book drop is coming immediately. At the same time, you must all bait a panda's AoEs into the corners of your respective panels so that you have room to dodge on the outside of your panel. Don't look at the main boss, kill a panda, and then stack in middle for heals when this is done. After a tank buster and some AoE damage, the boss will use Spellblade Holy to place marks on your party. Don't run away too quickly because you need to be topped up for this part. You need to take the red marks north, pick up a green book, and then stay inside of a panel by yourself. You must take the soak marks south, pick up a blue book, and share them with the non-marked players who also pick up a blue book. By the way, Spellblade Holy, which she uses at the beginning of the fight, she will continue to use throughout the fight, so get familiar with it. Next we'll talk about the animal farm. Throughout the fight she uses abilities that transform you into a farm animal, and normally you want to avoid this until she uses the farm animal tiles. What you must do is stack up so you can easily handle these mechanics, and then purposefully get hit in the order of healers, tanks, and then DPS. This is to keep maximum DPS uptime. Once you're all transformed, go to your respective floor tile and wait for the ability to cast. Wow, this fight took forever to explain, didn't it? And I even left out the part about critical hit being a tank buster, and she casts a telegraphed spell every time she hastes herself. Well, anyway, that's all I got. Good luck. Thanks for watching.